Well, hello friends and welcome to Indigo Intuitive Tarot. I am Indigo and I am here to provide you with intuitive messages and downloads via the tarot as well as several oracle cards per usual. Now, while these intuitive messages and downloads are intended for love, romance, and relationships, they may also and oftentimes do apply to other areas and aspects of your incarnation in this 3D reality. So please, as always, take what applies, and if it doesn't apply, what do? We let it fly. Okay, okay. Hey y'all, it's a love reading. It's a love reading. Happy June. This is going to be for June, even though we're still a little bit, we're at the end of May. Okay, it's going to be for June. Now, downloads, channeled messages. I have been tuning into the energy of June, and the song that I keep hearing. Is someone setting boundaries already? Already, we just started. The song that I keep hearing is Here Comes the Sun. And did I try to record this reading the other night? Yes. Was there a lot of like sound interference and stuff? Also, yes. But once I scrapped the reading, I went to go to bed, and I usually read before I go to bed. And I've been reading this book for a couple days now, so it's a few chapters into it. And I'm not kidding, I read about 2 pages, and they specifically talked about the song Here Comes the Sun in the book. So that is definitely a message for someone. I don't know if this is your favorite song, maybe a loved one who's passed on or is on the other side, maybe it was their favorite song. Maybe you keep hearing this song as well, but something about that song is significant, okay? But also it tells me that the warmth is returning. And yes, warmth meaning obviously we're heading into summer, right? But our inner warmth, like our joy, I feel like there's a certain group within the collective where you feel like your heart is unthawing. Okay, maybe you took some time out of dating, maybe you went through something and it hardened your heart, but I feel like this thawing out, I feel this softening, I feel like the sun shining its light into places that have been dark or hidden for a while. Okay, now, tuning into the energy of relationships, I also get that something new is coming in. Someone may be approaching you in the month of June. Um, could this be a new person? Absolutely. Could this be an ex? Absolutely. Am I telling you to take your ex back? Absolutely not. No, I'm not telling you that. Okay, so you are going to have to flex your discernment muscles, if you will, if that is your situation. Okay, I'm not telling you to take your ex back. Matter of fact, I'd probably tell you not to take him back, honey. Like reheating soggy, stale nachos. Is that really what you want to do? Have you ever reheated cold fries? Not great. Although I hear the air fryer is really good for that. Anyway, I digress. I digress. That is going to be up to you. Okay, maybe this reading will give you some clarity about that. And I will say, this is this your person reading, right? So we'll be tapping into the energy of the person, your person, the person that you have in your mind, right? But with these readings, it is always, 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 always my intention for the highest and greatest good of all. Okay, these readings are never meant to send negative energy anyone's way. It is never intended to send harm anyone's way. I may call out bullshit energy, absolutely. I may call out shady energy, absolutely. But it is never meant to harm or produce negativity in any sort of way. Okay, we're just tapping into energy. All right, it's all for awareness, for your awareness. So if these things come in, that you have some understanding of what's going on. Okay, because awareness key. Okay, awareness is key. All right, spirit team, we're checking in with the collective's person. Is this your person? Okay, you may know words. You may know this person. This person may be new to you. We're gonna see. All right, spirit team, you ready to talk? Yep, they said let's go. All right, cut the deck. This is a simple 5-card spread. We will use plenty of clarifiers, don't you worry. Let's go. So card number 1 is your person's current energy. Okay. Card number 2 is how they view you. This is any blockages in their energy. This is how, oh my gosh, my words, the energy they embody when they come towards you, excuse me. and most likely outcome. Most likely, okay? It's not the final word. It's just most likely outcome, okay? Right, I'm trying to make sure everyone is straight here. I think one of my last readings that um, things were a little bit out of frame, so now I'm going to be OCD about it. Bottom of the deck, the Seven of Cups. Someone might have some opportunities, some choices. Okay. It's also wishful thinking. Maybe they're daydreaming about you. I just heard maybe they're daydreaming about where they want to take you, like vacation options. I mean, summer is coming up, so that is a possibility. Okay. That's just what I heard. All right. Their current energy, the Knight of Wands. Okay. How they view you, the Queen of Pentacles. Blockages in their energy, Ten of Pentacles. Energy they embody when they move towards you, Ten of Cups. Most likely outcome is the Fool. Wow, honey, we got a reading. We got a reading. Now, I usually call the Knight of Wands Mr. Here for a good time, not a long time. Okay. He embodies energy, passion. Um, it says adventure. Sometimes he's in and out. Okay. Here for a good time, not a long time. We're going to clarify, don't you worry. But they're seeing you as the Queen of Pentacles. They're seeing you as very valuable, as someone who knows their worth, as someone who I would say even has high standards. Okay. Someone who maybe you're very abundant and prosperous. Okay. In their blockages, though, we have the Ten of Pentacles. They have some blockages around their financial stability, about their own abundance. But the energy they embody when they move towards you is the Ten of Cups here. This is like loving, harmonious relationship energy, right? And most likely outcome looks like they're willing to take a leap of faith and possibly, have a new beginning, right? They have a sense of adventure. Uh, they have a sense of wonder. I feel a sense of, like how I said, their hearts are kind of unthawing in June, like we're bringing warmth back. I Maybe they're even bringing whimsy back. I'm getting that, like whimsy, like just excitement and joy and things like that. So we're gonna see, right? And of course, we'll have a bunch of oracle cards at the end, because who would I be without a bunch of oracle cards, right? Wouldn't be one of my readings. All right, we're gonna take a look at the Sign of Wands and their current energy. Okay, they might be a Gemini. No, fire sign. Is that the sign of Gemini? No, that's not. Mm-mm. Leo. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Oh man. Off of this Knight of Wands. Yeah, it could be in and out energy, but it just might be they are just a really like passionate, like kind of bolder energy when they approach someone, right? So we're gonna see. Spirit team, why is the Knight of Wands here? For the collective's person and their current energy. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Oh, they gave me so many cards. Five of Cups, Page of Swords, Nine of Cups. What is this? Ten of Swords. I'm just going to set it right there. Okay. 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 Thank you, Spirit Team. The bottom, Ten of Cups. Yes, this person is definitely relationship oriented. Let's just say that. In your person's current energy, if they have been in this energy of here for a good time, not a long time, it has not served them well. Okay, I'm going to say that. It has not served them well. I feel that in their current energy, they're learning how to have emotional fulfillment, because I think that if they've been this in and out energy, it's left them crying over spilled milk. It hasn't given them what they expected it to give them, especially because that Ten of Swords also came out. Now, this is not going to be for everybody. But I get in the past, this person may have embodied this Knight of Wands, right? Like in and out, here for a good time, not a long time. they fell for someone, or, you know, they started to catch feelings, let's say, and that person turned around and stabbed them in the back. Okay. Okay. And now it feels like they're starting all over again. They're having to learn about emotional fulfillment again. Like that in and out energy did not emotionally fulfill them. It's like empty calories, right? That sort of thing. Maybe they were very much into casual relationships, hit it and quit it, hookups, blah, 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 blah. What's that song by Don Henley? Everything I thought I knew I had to learn again. It's a song about after, you know, a relationship for him ends, and he's learning about forgiveness. He's learning about all the things he thought he knew he has to learn again. Got the Page of Swords here. It's almost like starting over is like the new student, right? The new kid in town, the new student, having to learn about what emotional fulfillment actually is. Okay. And maybe in doing so, goes to the Ten of Cups. Okay. All right. So, Spirit Team, they're viewing you. Queen of Pentacles here. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Let me shift the light a little bit. Maybe that might help. Oh, you guys were just sitting in the dark, huh? Oh my god. Sorry about that. All right, Spirit Team, why is the Queen of Pentacles here for the collective? Why does their person view them as the Queen of Pentacles? You could also be an earth sign, of course. Queen of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see. Okay, thank you, Spirit Team. Sometimes they make it real easy for me. Yeah. This person sees you, as I stated before, as someone who knows your worth, someone who's very valuable, someone who is very even abundant, right? Maybe you're abundant just in like self-esteem, you know, nurturing, etc. This person sees you as a romantic connection. Okay, you have the Two of Cups here clarifying this. There we go. How's that? They see it clearly. They have the King of Swords here. The King of Swords, he's sitting up on that mountain, honey. He sees all, right? He sees all. You can see it coming from a mile away, but here's the thing. This person is worried that they might self-sabotage. Five of Swords. Could it be from being stabbed in the back or from past behavior? Maybe they had a lot of options. But look who comes back. The King of Swords. And underneath that, the Knight of Cups. Okay? This person, I don't think, wants to treat you like an option because they know the value that you bring to a situation. They know that they could have uh, equity in the emotional exchange, right? Like this would be a beautiful, loving relationship, right? But I think that there's this energy here of them almost being a little apprehensive, especially with the moon here. It might be very charming. But I think like they're letting maybe their past energy create this illusion around how they they are, right? Like once you take on like a certain identity, I feel like you just operate from, okay, that's just how I am. But it's an illusion. That illusion could be changed at any time. Like you dictate how you behave and show up in relationships, right? It's not something you have to hold on to. I think they realize how valuable you are. Now, if this is an ex, they could be kicking themselves in the ass. I'm just saying. They absolutely could be. So that's possible. All right, now let's look at their blockages. We have the Ten of Pentacles here. Okay. Spirit Team, why is the Ten of Pentacles in their blockage? Why is this here as a blockage for them? Oh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense. Okay. This person knows now they want to come towards you. I already feel that. With this person in their blockage, I get that this person keeps having like these same internal battles over and over again. And it's almost like they don't feel like they're on your level. Now, could this be financially because it's the 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles? Absolutely. Maybe you make more money than this person. Maybe this person feels like they don't make enough money to be with you. And it's blocking them from this beautiful Ace of Cups, right? The thing is, I'm getting with this High Priestess. Now, usually, like, this is like the card of intuition and divine downloads and things like that. But with this Five of Wands, they're mistaking their intuition with anxiety. Okay? They're mistaking I always say, your intuition will give you messages, but it will never give you anxiety. Those looping thoughts, this type of energy, I feel like this is internal. This isn't external. I know usually this is like competition and arguing. This is an internal card here, right? For this position. Okay. They're having these thoughts about not, maybe they feel like they couldn't provide for you, right? Like maybe they think that maybe their masculine energy, we're just going to use very stereotypical things here. Maybe they're masculine energy and they feel that they should be a provider, and they feel that they're not stable enough, at least monetarily, right, to provide. But maybe that doesn't matter to you. I mean, you're the Queen of Pentacles, for crying out loud. You got your own money. I mean, we all deserve to be spoiled and all that, but you know what I mean? Like you got your own money. I feel like with you having, you're like your own abundance. They're seeing you as someone who's very, very abundant, and maybe that's it. It triggers some sort of insecurity for them. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like they're mistaking their anxieties for their intuition. I don't believe that that. They're receiving the messages clearly. Like, so for example, like say your intuition, like you like someone, and then you get your intuition is actually going to tell you like, okay, well, if you want to date that person, make sure like you're not hopping from job to job, right? Like make sure you're kind of set and settled and that sort of thing, right? But to them, their anxiety is saying not just, okay, you have to be kind of set and settled and stable, but you have to be making $5 million a year to be able to date this person, when that's not really the reality. Okay. And it's blocking them from a loving new beginning, or it's holding them up, I should say. Okay. So if they can overcome this kind of mental anxiety, like internal back and forth, it's like, yeah, I want it, I can do it. Oh no, wait, do I have enough? It's like a scarcity mindset sort of thing. All right, Spirit Team, how they move towards you. 10 of Cups. Beautiful. And we had the 10 of Cups come out on the bottom earlier. So, Spirit Team, why is the 10 of Cups here, please? Can you tell me why the 10 of Cups is here? Thank you. Why is the 10 of Cups here? Oh, okay. It was 3, so we're going to take them. All right. 3 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, and look who's here. The Fool. 3 of Cups could be a reunion. This could be someone from your past. Yes, it could be. It could be an ex. Maybe it's not even an ex. Maybe it's someone that like didn't shoot their shot with you to begin with, right? And that's why they're kind of in this energy, because they were busy like being an F boy, F girl, right? It could be something like that. I don't know if you can hear that helicopter, but that was quite loud. Um, so yes, this could be someone from the past. When they move towards you, they're gonna let you know that yes, they want to take a leap of faith. Yes, they want this. Ten of Cups. Yes, absolutely do. But again, we have the Four of Pentacles. This is withholding resources, right? So I feel that when they move towards you, they might even just ask you out for drinks with this Three of Cups, right? This could be like celebration. You might meet them at a party or something like that. They're going to hold back a little bit. And I don't know if it's going to be one of those things where they're like, okay, it's our first date. We go 50-50 on a first date. I mean, I hope not, but whatever. Some people are fine with that. Or they're just going to hold back mm, how much they would like a relationship, or maybe even just how excited they are about it. Okay. But we have the Fool here twice. That's a good sign. That is a good sign. I don't necessarily think that this person is coming in with any like ill intentions or anything like that. I don't think that this person is even in a third party, but it is possible. Okay, so again, you're going to have to use your discernment here with any person that's coming towards you. Okay. But I think that this person, I think they're just going to ask you out for drinks, to be honest with you, or coffee or tea. Like it might be a date where like they don't spend a lot of money. Okay. But it's like good intentions sort of thing. So, if you're expecting like a $300 dinner, that might not be your first date. That might not be how this person approaches you. I feel that this person's like, hey, let's go get drinks. Let's go get coffee, something simple. Okay. But they want to take a chance. Most likely outcome. Let's look at it. Spirit team, why is the Fool here again? We have it twice, which is big. Okay. Five of Pentacles. Okay. Six of Wands. Three of Swords. This person knows that if this doesn't work, it's kind of going to wreck them, which tells me that they actually really like you. Okay. I think that this person knows that like in taking this chance, they're really putting themselves out there. Okay. Because if this doesn't work, they're going to be like this and like this. Okay. And that might be why they hold back a little bit when they approach you. Like that might be why, like, yes, they're excited, but they only like ask you out for drinks or for coffee because they like you. Okay. They want this to work. Six of Wands, card of success and achievement. But I think if it doesn't, it might kind of hurt. It might hurt their ego a little bit, to be honest with you. What's on the bottom? Ten of Wands. Yeah. Putting down some burdens. Seven of Swords here, though. I don't think that they're here to lie, cheat, and steal from you. I don't. I don't. Okay. Now, could this be if you take a chance on them and it doesn't work on your end, you end up like this? Absolutely. Sure. It could go either way. But the way that this person views you, what's in this person's blockages and how they move towards you doesn't give me that they want to come in and take from you or be dishonest per se. I get that this person's like nervous. They're a little nervous. They go back and forth with this. Interesting. It's very interesting, y'all. All right, we're going to pull some oracles on this. We're going to see what's going on. All right. Spirit team, let's pull some oracle cards regarding this energy that's on the table for the collective and their person. Honey, your person has been through some stuff. That's definitely true. And I always say all of us, I mean all of us, come to relationships with baggage. That's just the way that it is. None of us are perfect. We all have a past, right? Use discernment, keep your eyes open, be aware. But I would probably give this person a chance. I probably would. Yeah. All right, Spirit team. Now, if it's an ex, that's on you. All right, Spirit team. Give us some oracles about this energy that's on the table, please. Ooh, okay. I see that addiction card. Oh my God, Spirit. What in the world? This is so many cards, Spirit. All right, listen, I'm putting these back because this is so many cards, but you can see coffin, death, sword and rose, not enough. Okay, I'm putting them back as they fall on the floor. You know how it goes. Okay, we're going to try this again. We'll see if any of those other ones, if they come back out. Okay, there's just way too many cards. All right, Spirit. Thank you. So it's like a bonus oracle reading. Spirit, can you give us some cards regarding? Oh, I said take that one. Okay. Coffin came back. Okay, new beginnings, liberation, reborn. So this person might be going through this transition of realizing that the way that they behaved in the past just doesn't work for them. Look, backstabbing. This person, I'm telling you, I said I felt like something happened to them where they might have been in a player energy or just like casual relationship energy, and someone stabbed them in the back with that 10 of swords there. Cut down, cutting out, separation, stop the pattern. Stop the pattern. Now we have addiction. Be careful. Paradise, happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase. Listen to me. If this person has addiction issues, be careful. This person just might be kind of codependent even. But I'm very, very cautious of when this card comes out. And it could just be because of the chains in this card remind me of the devil card, where the chains represent like being bound to toxic behaviors, toxic thoughts, things like that. That could be it. But just be careful. I'm just putting this out there, and I feel that this is not for everybody. This is just for some people. But for the majority, I feel like this person, went through something in their past. I think that they're cutting it out. I think they're really looking at their patterns in their own behavior. Maybe they had a past addiction issues, but I think that they're looking now towards happiness and joy. I think that when this person approaches you, take things lightly. Don't rush into anything. I think this person is excited about this, but I feel that this person is going to hold back a little bit. Build slowly. Build slowly. Fear of abandonment. Needing time. Yeah, take your time. Take your time with this. Okay? There's no need to rush. Maybe, and you know what? I'll be honest, maybe it turns out to be a summer fling. Would that be the worst thing in the world? I mean, probably not. All right, so we're going to use this oracle deck to finish off the reading, finish out the reading. This is like a different type of oracle. It is love based, but it's also very kind of sweet and spiritual and self-love and romantic love as well. A little change from the Romance Angels deck that I use. Okay, so Spirit Team, can we get a few cards? Saying that one. This says, be willing to express love to receive love. Okay. What else you got? Two more, Spirit Team, do three. This is, listen with your heart. You are listening, but need to hear with a loving heart. Yeah, this person, when you guys hang out, because I think that you will, this person might express to you like how they were in the past. And that might perk your ears up a little bit, especially if they were a player in the past. That might give you pause. All you can do is pay attention and observe someone's behavior. That's all you can do. And if someone chooses to be, still stuck in kind of maybe some player behavior, that's on them. But I don't think that's what's happening. I think they're trying to move away from it at the very least. Okay, so you just got to be careful. All right, Spirit Team, one more, please, for the collective. One more to finish. This one. Thank you. Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth, and then on the bottom, choose love. You always have a choice. make yours with love. Okay. I think that like I said, if this person comes in, like, just be very honest, right? But at the same time, I feel like if this person is someone who maybe dealt with, being backstabbed in the past or having any sort of addiction issues, be compassionate. And if you decide that they're not the right person for you, then they're not the right person for you, and that's fine. But you know, people have issues, and we all have issues, as I stated before. And just be compassionate, be kind. If you're not interested, you're not interested. But if you are interested, listen, and be honest about how you feel. If some of their past things, cause you to have some feelings, be honest about that. Not cruel, but honest. Okay. So, this is what I have for you. I hope that this has provided you with some guidance and some clarity, as it is always, always, always my intention to serve. Happy June. I hope that you are taking care of yourselves, and I will talk to y'all very, very soon.